Hey everybody. Well, I was just watching a couple of vids over breakfast. I watched a nice Black Hat 2005 vid showing us some technology, urban technology in Israel, and I watched a great vid by the JapanChannel.com about his experience trying to get universities in Japan to jump on the bandwagon of promotion on YouTube. Now this is interesting. Now here's his situation on the JapanChannel.com. If you know the YouTube channel, there's also a website as well. I'm sure everybody knows all about them. They showcase all kinds of great things about Japan. And one of the things that he was describing in the video was how he gets requests for information from foreigners abroad about studying in Japan, particularly at university level, and how he has teamed up with various schools around the country. Look at the moon back there, wow. Various schools around being followed. Various schools around the country, not universities though, language schools, kindergartens, various levels, in order to basically show videos about their schools, take some still shots and share them on the internet, so that people can learn about these schools. But he hasn't been able to get that type of participation from any of the universities, especially what he called this group of 30 that are attempting the so-called. These are universities that are attempting to promote themselves abroad and solicit foreign students to come to the university to study, I guess, in English, in Japan. So, soliciting and contacting them, saying, "Hey, can I promote you? I've got a channel on YouTube. I've got a presence on the internet. I can help you to find people to fill those seats in your classroom, and no cost to the universities." And he's been getting nothing but basically no's, or we're not interested, or go see the website from the people. And he was wondering about why that was. And I was just thinking as I was walking out the door, that I might have a little experience that might help to explain part of this. Now, part of it is human nature, part of it is the way the Japanese are. And let me explain what I mean. Oh, look, we can have the moon follow us again. Oh, look at the sunrise back there. Isn't that nice? It's coming up. Oh, but Mount Fuji is going to be nice right now. It's over there. If we get a shot of it, we'll try. Anyway, one of the things is that human nature. Humans basically don't like risks. They're adverse to taking chances. Where none are necessary. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That kind of thing. And because this is especially true when you're dealing with low to mid-level bureaucrats, people who are in the machine of the system, whose job is to do an appointed task, and who basically benefit by keeping their workload slight and manageable, and executing within expectations. And the people that are typically the ones that are willing to take the risk are the entrepreneurial types, or the leaders within an organization, the ones who have a vision or a direction that they want to go in, and are in a position to execute authority, and are willing to take chances. That's a key point right there. Someone who's willing to have a trade-off of risk in order to have possible gain and reward. Now I think what the problem that's happening with the JapanChannel.com is that he is probably contacting these universities and speaking to mid or low level people in this system. And I don't mean to criticize anybody by saying mid to low level. It's just a fact. There are people who are in those particular levels. I'm one of them in my organization. I have my appointed responsibilities and duties. And if someone comes to me and says, "Hey, how about this thing we can do? We can do this," and I have to weigh that. How's that going to affect the duties that I have to get done, especially in Japan, in a short period of time? Now, so the point being is, point on human nature is we're busy, and we don't want to take on risks, and we don't want, and so the people to contact are the people in the position to make the decisions and have that authority. And it's pretty hard to get to those people in a large organization. You have to kind of get to the top. So now that's the point on human nature. Now what about Japan in general? Well, take what I just said and basically expand that, by some exponential number. I mean, Japan is a highly risk-adverse country. It's an insular country that is of a homogeneous culture with a single language and cultural background. Although it is mixed, but that's how they see themselves. And what's most important, though, is that the Japanese have for millennia refined a way of life and come up with a certain way of doing things in which almost every aspect of life is figured out and determined ahead of time. In Japan, it's not about finding a new way. It's about understanding the right way and executing the right way. Now, the worst thing that can happen in a Japanese bureaucracy and organization is for someone to fail to do the right thing. Now, imagine the people that he's contacting at these universities. These are people whose jobs and comfort and mostly their social satisfaction and sense of esteem in their organization is all key to their ability to not make waves, to not cause problems, to not upset the balance of things. And for this matter, if the JapanChannel.com is contacting these people, they're not going to be looking necessarily towards the big picture of we can expand the university's growth or anything like that, because they're not the ones going to get the kudos for that, right? If they say, yeah, sure, come on down, or talk to their immediate boss, they've got the same problem. But if they say, yeah, sure, come on down, take some photos, put it on the internet, and then 6 months later, the university administrator is coming in, banging on their door, or more likely banging on their little desk, saying, what in the world did you do? You put our face front and center on the internet. We have a protocol for that. We have a website for that. Why did you risk our university's reputation by getting us on that site YouTube or on a website where we don't have any direct control? That can only lead to bad things. That will diminish their chances of promotion, of being well regarded by their peers. There's no benefit. Let's say it did have good benefit, though. Let's say that it did. The website presence did bring in more students into the university. There's a little chance that this low to mid-level person is going to get the credit for that. It will probably be those laurels will fall on higher heads. So, and we don't think about that necessarily as human beings. We don't run all that through our heads and say, weigh the risk. But we do in a way. We're kind of set up that way. We see our task, we see the potential for reward, and we act appropriately. The best, and in Japan that is especially true, more so than in the United States where I come from, where the risk that is taken that fails. Well, in most cases we just say try again. The sun will rise another day. Don't cry over spilled milk. All those types of phrases. But in Japan, there's a little less leniency for that. There's more risk involved. So what I'm thinking is, for the JapanChannel.com, if he wants to solicit or enlist some of these universities into this project, he will need to get a hold of the people that are indeed comfortable with such risks and are willing to talk to him about that and willing to accept the responsibility should things not go so well. And someone to whom the ambition where the ambition lies, and typically the people at the top are the people who are more ambitious and who see that bigger picture, where that ambition lies, where they can be willing to explore that and be excited about it. There we go. I think that's a little bit of what's happening on the human side of things, and a little bit from just human nature, and a little bit about the Japan perspective as well. Speaking of the Japan perspective, I'm in a little tiny Shinto shrine. Look at that! Isn't that nice with the torii gates there? I'm on my way to an abandoned graveyard. Yes, to film for the Abandoned Japan channel. I'll sign off for now. Wish you luck at the JapanChannel.com and Black Hat 2005. Great job! I love the iVlog format. He is really, we've got the J vloggers, now we've got the iVloggers. Great. Good luck with that. Take care, everybody. Have a great day. Bye-bye. I leave you with a shrine.